Orlando Pirates versus Golden Arrows. Orlando Pirates won 3-0 in what seemed to be another exciting game. I enjoyed it. It's a very good game. They won comfortably, very dominant. And it is the last game that Jose Rivero, Padre, my Padre, was actually managing or was on the touchline. See what I did there for the very last time. Welcome back again to the pod. Welcome back. If you this is your first time, please give a boy a like and comment. Tell me what you think about today's video if you happen to last this long. So, very interesting game. Starting off, just to just get in the bin. Very interesting game. From Milano Pirates. They seemed energized. The players gave us a very good game to watch, to be honest. And I want to say this though, something I've picked up when I'm looking at the Golden Arrows because they're chasing a top eight themselves, and with the new manager Umangoba. Look, the league. I think if you're a football fan, we would really respect this guy. It shows to me that quality or the team does have to complement the manager. Golden Arrows plays well, but you can tell the I wouldn't say the distance. I want to say the gap between the two teams. And having Umanqoba, you think that the team would have improved their form, and I don't think they've won a game in a very long time. Golden Hours played the Pirates last week. So I don't know what they prepared. I don't know what happened, but today they didn't look like a good team to come out of the dugout and give Orlando Pirates a good game. Well, what's interesting about this game, though, is the fact that it slows down the celebrations for Mamelodi Sundowns because calculators are still out. The only difference is goal difference still beats them. No matter how many goals they score, I think they need about 28 goals, like 10 goals per match, something like that. So that's the only thing. But the good things about this game tells us about Pirates season all around, where we've seen Padre himself being making history for Orlando Pirates, being the longest serving, one of the most successful coaches. I think he has won the most of matches, and he has lasted very long with the club and gave the club dignity. I think the Pirates, the level that they are now, I think maybe next season they can challenge for the league. Looking at what has been displayed today, and the young players that we saw, the improvement of players from a long list of players that have come on and who are still at the London Pirates at the very same time. So I feel he leaves the club at a good place with youth, enough experience, foundation, style of play, an identity of scoring and winning mentality. All this things, man, the elements that you would like to see at a big club. And all the best to him. We've heard rumors that he's going to Al Ahly with his own technical team, and this is why he has asked for to leave early so he can join the team because he needs to prepare for the Club World Cup. So Pirates gave. Look, I don't want to lie. I enjoyed this game. To be honest, I enjoyed this game because this is the kind. It reminds you. This is the kind of performances you wanted to see mid-season. If only they gave us the same performances where they were consistent. They were not as wasteful. First half, they could have scored more. And this has been their story. And I think with management, I don't know who's the technical director. I don't know who is making signings for Pirates, whoever. I think for them, if they should change their model in a sense where they start investing in quality players and beefing up. I understand that the ethos that they have in regards to believing in their DDC players and their graduates, giving so many DDC players an opportunity. They almost as close to Kaiser Chiefs, Captain Seats, and Super Sport in terms of how much turnover. The Stellenbosch, turnover of my young players coming into the first team. It's just beautiful to see, and it shows that there's the bright future. But I don't think it's wise for them to give every DDC player an opportunity every season. But that's on them if that's their ethos. Who are we? Because it's been working and it worked for them. Semi-finalists for ICAF this year. Um, chased the league or really chased Sundowns down for the league till the last hour, the last two games of the season. Kudos to them. Qualified for CAF for next season, won the MTN 8. We're in the final of the Nedbank Cup. It's just the Culling Cup that they didn't do well. So there's a lot of positive that the Solano Pirates team all round. Individually, we've seen a young Rile Mufokeng really had a breakout season. Big, his numbers were um, he bettered his numbers. His form and his ability. He's been a key player. He's a young player. He is. We've seen a young quarter coming through. I mean, Saling in the first part of the season was very pivotal for the team. We've seen Umbata, Makaula as well. Tito becoming now one of the faces of the club and one of the big names in the league. TLP Umbogazi coming in the last few games of the season. He was actually instrumental. That's why he couldn't even go to AFCON under 20. We've seen a young SBC where he, for me, was a defender coming from Arrows that I wouldn't think he would be a contender for a defender of the season now. He's very solid. He's clinical now. He makes less mistakes. And he's a national player, which is Utito, Nabombata, Rile Mufokeng. I mean, I think who who's this Evidence Mahope as well has got a call up under who Patre Rivera. So there's a lot of positive and a lot of things that we can really talk about Amapagania. That the team has done well in the last 3 years, and the season hasn't been all bad, but it has left a lot to desire. I think the second to none, you're playing against a very good side, which is Mamelodi Sundowns. So you have to win. You have to be exceptional to really take the title away from them. And they've shown that they could. I think we'll give it to them next season. Maybe they'll try again. The big question, though, is who's going to be the next coach, because that's going to be instrumental in regards to recruitment, the players that are going to leave the club. I think is going to be an overhaul, or we are going to see the same type of players being given opportunities. I mean, Redo Pane has come back to form. I don't know Wesley Pasa. Which other players? We can talk about Abu Slepe. Young players coming into the lot. Van Rooyen coming into the team as well. They've lost Unda, Cezanne to injury, but it didn't seem like they slowed down. They dug deep. They went to their youth side and then promoted a young. I think Kumbogazi. That's why he got a, um, a chance. But Abu Cezanne, remember these are also DDC players as well. So Rivera man is as a coach, he's made do with what he could, and it didn't really give him budget in Kulu, and he only signed that winger Gilberto for I think 10 mil, and that's the only recruitment or players that they gave him, and he chased Mamelodi Sundowns all the way until now, and I think this is one of the reasons why they dropped points when they shouldn't have, sorry, and that's the summary of Orlando Pirates season coming to this game in particular. So this game gave us those emotions. Of special shout out to Alta Sekasi, who Kabelo Dlamini played with him once, and actually had even though he hasn't been given enough minutes, I would say, but when he comes on as a sub, he's shown promise for me. So nice free kick he took today. So I mean, London Paris looked hungry and they looked solid as a team, so that they could be able to make sure that Du Rivera gets a nice send off and a nice ceremony. Shout out to the fans who came out to Orlando as always. I mean, the whole season they've been consistent, hey. And Escudin, that's why it's very difficult to play, in that they've made that home ground their own. And I mean, this is the kind of games you want to see, and the kind of things that you want to see from a team. and the rest you shall follow suit. I mean, home games become so important, and you make it a fortress. And any team that comes there, they don't come out alive. And Pirates have actually made that place their home. So a good midweek game for them. And Golden Arrows, obviously, they drop points. And I don't know now because I think they are on par because that game against Supersport, I think it's with the DRC or something. So yeah, we'll wait to see. That's my 2 cents, guys. I'd like to hear your thoughts about the game itself. And did Pirates do good by their coach? Giving him a nice send off, and but shout out to management for the presentation and giving him a nice send off there, and to show the professionalism in everything, how they've negotiated the whole thing. For him to live amicably like he did. So yeah, man, that's it for me, and see you on the next video. Shep, shep, signing out.